In the middle of tremendous darkness and personal tragedy, false lights are trying to guide us, and they can bring shipwreck. We must be focused on God's pathways and His light in the storms of life. Christ is the light of navigation.
Hello and welcome to the Light of Navigation and this Reflections podcast. My name is Marguerite Lever-Woodall, and I'm an author and speaker and your host. In these podcasts, I love to explore and contemplate different life issues and their solutions through the lens of God's wisdom and His words. In this 26th episode, titled, Do You Reign in Life?, I examine what it means to live well in our life journey, to truly prevail as a whole in living. Join me in giving thought on the tough issues of life, and let's discover God's pathways through them. For if by the one man's offense death reigned through the one, Adam, much more those who receive abundance of grace and of the gift of righteousness will reign in life through the one, Jesus Christ. Romans 5:17. Do we really reign in life? Do we even really know what that means? More importantly, what does reigning in life look like? By definition, the word reign means the dominion, sway, or influence of one resembling a monarch. Similar words such as to prevail, predominate, hold sway, to endure is mentioned as well. If you reign in life, you are living well. The scriptures teach so much on this subject, and you'll find abundant statements about it there. The following is just one example of many. In 2 Peter chapter 1, verses 7 through 8, it says this, His divine power has given us everything we need for a godly life through our knowledge of Him who has called us by His own glory and goodness. Through these, He has given us His very great and precious promises, so that through them you may participate in the divine nature, having escaped the corruption in the world caused by evil desires. For this very reason, make every effort to add to your faith virtue, to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge self-control, and to self-control perseverance, and to perseverance godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness love. For if you possess these qualities in increasing measure, they will keep you from being ineffective and unproductive in your knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. There it is. That's the progression of someone who is learning to reign or live victoriously in life. Are these qualities yours and increasing? Are you headed in that direction? Self-examination in this arena is wisdom, and it can reveal much. Additionally, you can have it all and give it all, but if you lack the love of God in your daily interactions, you've not reigned in life where it really matters. 1 Corinthians 13 plainly reveals this. More than anything else, I think this is the truest test of living well. It's the discovery of His love and giving it away. Reigning in life is a hope-filled life. Hope flourishes when we discover God's love, His presence, and when we experience extraordinary encounters and interventions from Him, even in our worst storms. When my husband and son died, God's direct interventions and life-giving love pursued me in a way and with a depth I'd never known before. You're reigning in life when you put aside or put to death all of your agenda and you give up trying to control everyone and everything around you. You will reign in life when you put others first and when forgiving is more important than self-protection. You can reign in life when fear no longer rules over you and any chaos or confusion does not disturb your peace because you live in it. You'll reign in life when Christ is your compass and your light of navigation. Not long ago, I wrote a short commentary about living well or reigning in life. It was years ago as I watched the film Braveheart about William Wallace. A particular scene at the end impacted me deeply. It was a savage film at times and difficult to watch, and I typically won't view this kind of thing. William Wallace, a Scottish patriot, was brutally executed for leading a revolt against the King of England in 1297. His execution was horrific, vicious, and ruthless. He was flayed alive during his torture and execution, then hung, drawn, and quartered. Afterward, the body was dismembered and sent to various parts of Scotland as a warning regarding rebellion against King Edward I, the ruling monarch at the time. It was in the final scene of the movie that a woman came to Wallace, his lover, with a concealed vial of a potent painkiller. She offered it to him because she knew what was coming with his imminent execution. She offered it to him to help buffer the horrifying pain that she knew he would shortly endure. Wallace looked at her as she offered it, and he feigned taking it. He wanted to calm her fears. Then he discreetly spit it out when she briefly turned away. He then said to her, "Every man dies, but not every man really lives." There it is, I thought. We all die, but very few of us live well. Sitting on my couch, I broke down and sobbed when I heard that statement. That's the gospel. God's intent for us is to live well, to reign in life with His purpose, His hope and love, and a great peace that dwells above all the chaos and pain living can present. Let's not forget that reigning in life is also about being immersed in God's presence and power as much as possible. It's leaping into the pathways He leads us to, even in the middle of a significant pain or tragedy. If we're honest, pain can, in the long run, divert us from an abundant life spiritually and emotionally if we're not careful. The root of addiction is a flight from pain. Christ's execution was also very brutal. But His resurrection means I'll see my believing loved ones once again. That's hope at its finest. When we walk in great peace and purpose despite hardship, we are known for reigning in life and living well. Thank you for taking time to listen today. If this podcast encourages an examination for living well for someone you know who's going through a hardship, please pass it on. Your comments are valued and subscribing's also deeply appreciated. Reigning in life is important because it sends an unmistakable positive message to others. And our name can be remembered for many things too, good and bad. Your name can represent much about you. How will your name be remembered? In the next episode of Reflections, we'll examine what's in a name. Jabez's name did not become his final destiny. And Charlie Kirk lived his.